stop me being me, as I don't give a fuck. I dress how I want to dress, I look how I want to look. You'll never stop me being me, as I don't give a fuck. Stop, stare, we don't care. Hold tight low, we are the freak show. Stop, stare, we don't care. Hold tight low, we are the freak show. Stop, stare, we don't care. Hold tight low, we are the freak show. Stop, stare, we don't care. Hold tight low, we are the freak show.
And good evening, we are live. Welcome one and all. It is the Freak Show. So first of all, welcome Skelly. How are you, sir?
All right. My heart is beating. I'm alive, but I don't call this living.
Okay,
that was a song lyric. Don't worry.
Words of wisdom as always. Stig, how are you in sunny Bath?
Off my tits on mescaline.
Wow.
Oh, okay, so welcome everybody. This is a special V2A Wasteland Chronicles graphic novel night and Cult of V2A. We have lots of guests lined up. It's going to be an awesome night. Thank you very much for all your comments. We will get to them in a short moment. If you could just say hi, who you are, and where you're connecting from, that will be awesome. Let's see who's out there. So first of all, as you know, that we are working on the V2A graphic novel, the Doomsday, which is the Wasteland Chronicles Doomsday. Working alongside us is the amazing Dave Wordsmith, who's our first guest tonight.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! How's it going, Dave? How are you, sir?
I'm not bad, thank you. I'm surviving lockdown.
Are you? I'm loving the Accent UK and the Dave West Eagle
Award winner. Yeah. Well,
wow.
If you've done it, you might as well flaunt it.
Awesome. Well done, mate. Well done. Awesome.
Whoa. Tell me more.
Yeah,
what's the award for? Come on.
What is the Eagle Award?
Thick gits like what I am.
Eagle Award is like the British Oscars for comics, I guess.
Wow.
They stopped doing it about 5 years ago because they fell out of. Anyway, so there's a whole story there. But we won it in 2010. I won it in 2010 for the best British black and white comic.
Oh, big round of applause. Well done, Dave. Awesome.
Brilliant. And what was the comic called?
Oh, it's called Whatever Happened to the World's Fastest Man, and it was not about the Flash. It was about a man that could stop time. So it looked like he went fast, but actually he just froze time.
Oh my God! Wow.
And it's all completely in mono, black and white.
It's grayscale, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my God! Well, first of all, to everybody out there, so a massive thank you for all the backing, guys, on the Wasteland Chronicles. Let me just add that to the show to show everybody. So we've got over 236 backers. We've just got 3 days left.
How many?
3 days.
Sure.
So a massive thank you to everybody. We've just got one tier goal to try and hit. If we can hit that, if you've been onto the Kickstarter, Stig, if you could put the link on the comments so people can chase it. All the a lot of the actual tiers have already gone. The artwork is looking absolutely stunning. We're excited, and we're already starting on book 2. And then even though these are the stretch goals, by the way, guys. So that's already been done. That's already inclusive. So EU back in. Dave, would you like to explain a bit about the stretch goals?
Yeah. So for every kind of, we set a goal for like 300. That's a 3,000 £3,000 stretch goal. So if we reach that figure, then everybody gets a free kind of art card. It's kind of an 8.5 on nice card. So all these are things we've kind of tried to incentivize people to put their money there, and we give them these special one-offs. Really, we might do a few of them at cons just until they run out, but they're very limited.
Yes. So again, as Dave said, these are going to be super collectible, one-off, and also our next one, if we can make it, we've got 3 days to go. As you can see on here, this is a special one. Dave, would you like to explain what this is all about?
Yeah, so this is artwork taken from the comic. It's the black and white artwork from PJ Holden, and the idea is that you colour it in, and we'll have a competition with some fabulous prizes for the selected winner. We haven't worked out who's going to select the winner yet, but there will be a prize.
Yeah, we've had a chat with Matt, who's our colorist in the comic, and he's actually going to be doing the judging.
Oh, that's good.
So I think he's quite excited, because normally people don't really talk to him much. So I think he's just excited to be involved. So awesome, guys. Thank you so much for that. This week, where are we? Well, last week, I was lucky enough to actually read the final copy of book 1, Doomsday, all texted and coloured and finished and lettered by Dave. Awesome, absolutely amazing. What did you think, Dave, when it all came together at the end?
Yeah, it's pretty pleasing when it comes together, because you've done it. You can sit back and read it. It's the hard thing is to read it objectively, as someone else would read it. But you read it and gave some feedback. We changed a few things to improve it, which is a great collaboration. So it's good. That's great.
It is. So, guys, if you've got any questions about the comic book or the graphic novel, please post them online, and we will get to them as we're going through all the comments. It was absolutely awesome fun. And again, we've just been tweaking the end of book 2.
Yes, we have the script. Yeah.
So what is the plan with book 2? What is the timescale for this year? What do you think?
So I think we've got the we're doing a sort of a companion book called Tales from the Wasteland, and Tales from the Wasteland tell little stories about some of the characters you'll see. So we don't break the flow of the main kind of narrative, if you want, but you'll learn a bit more about Doom, where he came from. You might learn about some of the other characters. So that'll probably come out sometime, probably early summer. I think we'll probably aim for that on Kickstarter again, and then the second issue of Doomsday, the Fletcher follow-on comic, will probably be around October, November next year. Oh, this year, sorry.
This year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Tales from the Wasteland, so these are like backstories from some of the characters. So, for example, one of the main bad guys, who was drawn by Ryan Brown, how did he get there?
Yeah.
What's it all about? It's going to be awesome. So we've tried to do a bit like sort of Marvel do with all their films, etc. We've mapped out sort of the first sort of 5 books, and we've got the whole storyline and how everything's interwoven.
Yeah, so we're sowing seeds in each issue, aren't we, for things that come later? So it's kind of
So super exciting. So thank you very much for everybody who's helped us.
Thank you.
To jump on that and to support that, and it's seriously, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So first off, shall we let's do our fact or fiction? Let's just get this ball rolling. We've got a load of guests waiting in our green room, so get ready for that, guys. We are going to get a lot of. Initially, my idea was trying to get about 50 of the cult of V2A on, but we tried it and it was going to break the internet. So what we're going to do is we've picked a couple for tonight who's going to come on in a bit, and then in 2 weeks' time we're going to grab a few more. So I'll send you an invite. So everybody who's put a comment in who wants to come on the show. So we're going to have another about 3 or 4 in about 2 weeks' time, and then about another 3 and 4 in about 2 weeks' time after that. So every 2 weeks, as well as our normal guests, we're going to have some people from the cult of V2A all around the world. So very, very exciting. So first of all, let's get this show rocking. Let's start off with Fact or Fit. So the idea of this is we come out with a fact or fiction, We tell it to the audience. They have then to the end of the show to vote on whether we are telling the truth or telling porcupines. Okay, so it's all highly entertaining. So first of all, let's go around. I always get this wrong. That way, and over to Skelly.
I've met internet legend Techno Viking. Is it a fact or is it a fict?
Is it a fact or a fict? It's who knows? Who knows? So
Well,
now,
someone will know.
well, somebody will know. Now we're going to go down. So if you could just point downwards, Skell.
Oh, wait, I know this one.
Oh God, you can do down.
Yeah, it's hard. Okay, over to Stig. So yeah, very good. So Stig, your fact or fict?
In 7th of September 1968, I was at the post New Yardbirds band Led Zeppelin's first ever gig.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's it, really. Carry on.
Okay, if you want to point over to Dave, wrong way, Wordsmith, other way. Honestly, sometimes it's really hard to get the staff. It really is. So your fact or fict?
Yeah. So apparently, I get mistaken for Miles Jupp. And one evening, I spent a whole evening in a bar being bought pints of beer by a couple who took selfies with me, who couldn't be convinced that I wasn't Miles Jupp.
Is Miles Jupp a porn star?
Sadly not.
Okay. That was the questions from the internet.
Sadly not.
How are you trying to convince them between pints that you weren't actually Miles Jupp? Very hard, not very hard.
Well, it got less hard as the evening went on, and I got more relaxed. What the hell?
My fact or fict, which sort of feeds into next week's show. If you're a bit of a Cobra Kai fan, I am a black belt at Taekwondo. Fact or fict?
That's kind of worrying.
Ooh.
Write these down then.
Yeah, definitely. So, Dave, first of all, when first did you get into actually writing comics? What was your first one, and when did you suddenly decide?
Yeah, so it's probably around. So we started Accent UK back in 2001. So it's been going for quite a while. Before that, I just got bored, a bit jaded, really, reading the kind of Marvel comics of the day. And 2000 AD as well wasn't as good as it was when the heyday for me was the Zenith and Slain, the Horn God, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of dipped, and I kind of got really despondent with it. So when I one day, my ex-wife had kind of put the comics down. I read a big stack that I bought every month from the shop in Manchester, put them down, and said, "Well, they're old rubbish." And she said, "Well, why don't you write some yourself then, if you think they're bad?" And I did. And my first story was a very, very bad Judge Anderson story, which no one will ever see. But it kind of went from there, really. And so I put out a little thing called More Than We've Seen, which is a very small thing, and it got some good feedback, so they kind of encouraged me. And then me and a friend formed Accent UK just to share the cost of tables and stuff initially.
Yeah.
And travel costs and hotel costs and all that sort of stuff. So it kind of grew from there. Yeah, and we're doing it for probably about 20 years.
Oh my God! So what Comic Cons, once they are all up and running, which ones will you be frequenting?
Well, we do all the MCMs largely. We do Thought Bubble. We've been to Chicago, C2E2. We've done a few abroad. We've done we haven't done the New York one. We did Mocko, which is in New York. We do the Danish one, Comics DK, which is great fun because we know loads of Danes now doing that every other year until the lockdown, until the pandemic for years and years. So these things they start off as a kind of a business kind of thing, and then they become more of a long party for a weekend. If I want it. We take comics, put them on the table, and then go and meet our mates. So it's just as social as it is, selling comics.
So what was your initial feelings when you decided to do the V2A one?
Well, apart from being scared of you with your black belt, I've collaborated with artists before, and that's an interesting thing. And they'll all have different kind of traits, if you want to call it that, but never with another writer. So it's kind of interesting because you came up with this is what's going to happen, the kind of big events and things, and then I had to weave a tale through that with you feeding back and then adjusting it. So it's kind of a different experience to anything else I've done, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh wow! Oh, it's been awesome working together. You are really easy to work with, really professional, and it's the comic is actually really good. I'm
enjoying it.
really proud of what we've come out with. So
So am I.
can't wait to get out. I just want to get on with the next one.
Yes. yeah. I've sent you the updated scripts today, by the way.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you so much for that. So I think just while we're here, let's we've got a quick 3-minute video of the comic. This will be the last time we see the promo video for the Kickstarter. So watch it, guys. This is the last time you will see it. So hi everybody, I'm Drone.
And I'm Dave.
And we are the co-creators of the V2A Wasteland Chronicle Doomsday graphic novel, the first in a series of post-apocalyptic comics coming to you.
Glad you said that.
Very good, Dave. My day job, I'm the lead singer of the post-apocalyptic band V2A. So you may have seen us in some of the post-apocalyptic festivals or some of the festivals around Europe and the US.
I'm the co-founder of an independent comic company called Accent UK.
Best people in the comic industry to work on this comic, friends, and also people we really admire and absolutely love their work. So first of all, we've got the legendary PJ Holden from 2000 AD, Vlad, and Vlad is actually the V2A artist.
We've got Matt Soft doing the colouring, 2000 AD, and I think Heavy Metal.
Ryan Brown, who is the cover artist for Marvel, DC, 2000 AD. Ryan's art is just absolutely breathtaking.
Gustavo Vargas, who's a Peruvian artist.
Hi guys, we really do need your support to help make this comic a reality. So please check out the epic rewards over on the right hand side, which include everything from limited edition, signed, very, very exclusive and uber collectible. There's even a reward where you can actually get your post-apocalyptic character in the book and in the comic books. Awesome! Yay! Woo! Big thank you to Stig for creating that video. So that was brilliant. Thank you very much, sir. Dave, so onwards and upwards for Accent UK.
Yeah, we've got loads of. I've carried on. So for the last year, I've been just carrying on, really producing stuff. Because the thing you can do it in the old days, you had to meet in pubs and things, but nowadays it's all over the web and Zoom and all the rest of it. So I've carried on, but so I've never a stockpile of comics to print when life gets back to normal.
So what is the next one? So the next one is the V2A Doomsday.
Yeah.
Then
there's probably the Kia Wordsmith. We've got a small Kia Wordsmith is a kind of a fantasy. You'll find that so my comics all kind of link together. There's a character that links them all together called Jigsaw Girl, and this is her origin kind of thing, but it's in a different reality. So that will come out issue. It's the in-between issue. It's between 1 and 2, so it's an in-between issue. And then I've got Western Noir Trade Volume 2 will come out. There's loads of stuff. Stevenson's Robot Collected. There's just
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very, very excited. Very, very excited. So I think it is. I think what we will do now. Let's have a. I think we'll go through what's hot, what's not, because I've got quite a few of what's hot. So the idea of this is we're just going to go through the stuff we're up to. What's really cool this week? What's cool? And then later on we'll do the what's not so cool. Okay. So
Yeah.
are you ready? Are you ready for the jingle, everybody? Dun, dun, dun. So first off, let's start off with Wordsmith. So Wordsmith, for you, sir, what is hot this week?
So I've been catching up with Expanse.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
I keep Drone happy.
I watched the first 2 seasons way back. I can't remember when, and then I kind of missed it, and I missed a few, and I thought, no, I'll just leave it. Get the DVDs when they came out, but when they come out. But I've got it's all on. Is it Netflix or Prime? One of the two. And I've been watching it. So I'm right up to date now, and it's tremendous.
It is really awesome, isn't it? So well written, and how the hell they make so many props and different sceneries, and no idea.
It's real hard sci-fi as well. It's real science in it. I think it's great.
Yeah,
really, really good.
totally. Hello, Dark Dean is out there. Hello, Shell, Mama Giddy. Mama Giddy's coming on in a couple of weeks' time. Doug Deval, welcome. Also, Mechanized, she is okay. She has a sports injury at the moment. So if you see somebody called Facebook user, that is possibly her.
Or V2A.
Or V2A.
Which is a bit of a giveaway, I find.
She's out there talking somewhere on the chat line. So get well soon. And she is looking forward to coming back very, very soon to cause even more chaos and get the Feckham cannon out and all the rest of it.
Yeah, German stuff.
The German stuff. So Skelly, just quick over to you. What's hot this week?
I've gotten into Star Trek: The Lower Decks. Wasn't sure at first, but it's very light-hearted, very irreverent. So it's nice philately, and it's a bit of a different take on Star Trek. Also, Dark Arts Coffee. I put in an order with them, and I'm looking forward to breaking into it. That's some good smelling coffee.
Is that strong stuff?
Ooh. Ironically, the delivery of my coffee the other day woke me up before my alarm, so it was a bit of poetic irony in that. So
that's always good. That's all. Over down in across to Stig. So, what's hot this week?
What's hot? Hot damn, man. Well, I'm really looking forward to the rumor that John Bernthal will be bringing our man Frank Castle back as Punisher into the MCU. That's a lovely hot rumor. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also quite liking Chris Hemsworth's gibber about the fact they've just started filming the new Thor. Love and Blunder or Sudden Blunder or I don't know, something like that. That's looking quite cool. So that's
big shout out to Mark Sexton, our friend of the channel, who did the storyboarding for that. So so super excited about that. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, but look, shite, it's all his fault. Yep, and I'm also looking forward to Suicide Squad as well. That's looking like it's getting a series on Netflix. There's a trailer's come out from HBO Max, which has got a bit of a mini trailer for Suicide Squad, which hasn't actually produced its own trailer. So if you like Suicide Squad, or you think it should be a good film, but it's been crap so far, there's a chance it might be okay.
Yes. Okay,
that's my what's hot anyway.
And on mine, I have two things. So first of all, one is I'm going to show, and the second one is I've got a guest. Who could it be? What could it be? So first of all, let me show you something first. So last week we had Psycho Gorman, the trailer. We were talking to the director, and hopefully We are trying to get him on in the coming weeks.
Well, I hope you
So,
got the glowy
brilliant.
ball.
Psycho Gorman, what can I say? So
Glowy
this
ball.
one, this is my
Glowy
trailer
ball.
for the week, which I'm really excited by. And this is Godzilla versus King Kong. And it looks, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, it better be good though.
This is our only chance.
Is that a model?
We have to take it.
That's a hand.
It's definitely
Ah. Oh, Warner Brothers, I know them. And
That's a
Legendary.
logo.
We need Kong. The world needs him.
wow.
talking in Jeep.
And this child. She's the only one who'll communicate.
That's the merch. It's out already.
Only a model.
I think his size though, doesn't he?
It's looking good.
Protect her.
Yeah.
I think that in some way,
Bring him a big banana.
Kong did the same.
Yeah, what does he eat? What does
Bananas. Bananas.
Small children.
he eat? He's going to have to eat rather a lot.
Oh, he has to bulk up.
Are you ready?
Shit's
Are you
going
ready?
down.
Oh, boom, shakalak.
That's an explosion.
Oh,
Oh, well, it's gone black. Oh, it's back again.
oh, are you ready?
Oh, chin.
Oh, that's buggered it. Hey, Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh, take that. Eat my fist. Can I just say the soundtrack music's shite?
Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
the
Strange
soundtrack.
things.
It's the script. You're not seeing the script, love.
There was a war.
Ooh. Smart in the morning.
Smackdown.
Bash.
Kong bows to no one.
Yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh!
We need the bit with the tree where it goes, eat your greens.
That
It's
just
on pay-per-view. It's on Sky Box Office.
no, it might come out on HBO Max later on in the year because they can't actually get it to cinemas and stuff. So
So it's bloody Sky in the UK. That's a waste of
yeah,
time. I'm not paying Murdoch money.
but doesn't it look
Sorry.
awesome?
We back on now.
Yeah,
It does look good.
apart from
Yeah.
because Kong is a gorilla and they're not well known for being able to swim, why didn't Godzilla just knock him off the boat and
I
then
think
that's
he
the
was
end of the
probably
film?
he was probably trying to, but he was too busy getting smacked.
How you
Yeah,
think?
good point.
Yeah. Everyone's a backseat commentator when there's a big fight going on. When you fought the King of the Monsters hand to hand, then you can speculate and commentate.
It does look good. The only trouble is, a bit of a word of warning is I was super excited because I love Godzilla and all the monster movies, and I went. and
Here we
saw-
go. Big bucket
went-
of cold water being thrown on top of the whole
Did you just
thing
call them
by
monsters?
Joe yet again.
I'll mute him. Can I mute him?
I went to the cinema and watched the King of the Monsters, and it was
The monsters.
With Herman.
the trouble is they have they're fighting and then they keep cutting to humans just talking about dribble, and it's like I don't want humans in the film at all. I just want to see 3 hours of Godzilla, punching each other and
3 hours.
easily.
Yeah.
That's what a real good film is. Not keep cutting away to somebody chatting about dialogue and
Story and
stories.
context.
Yeah, who
Knowing
wants
what's
that?
going on.
Yeah,
Like a rubby.
who wants that as a Godzilla thing? So, guys, please post your comments. Are you excited about Godzilla versus King Kong?
Can we get Godzilla on the show?
He's a bit too big. A bit too big. So, are you ready then, guys, for our next thing? I'm super excited. What is super hot? What is super hot? Well, there's
Mark with
it's
his t-shirt.
it's only the Cult of V2A.
Oh,
Yeah. So let's add some guests. So first of all, welcome Hammer. So
Hello.
How are you?
Hey!
So how are you, Hammer?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yourself?
Very, very good. So for people around the world who are not UK based, Hammer is one of our imperators, Cult of V2A imperators, and helps us out on stage with smoke machines and snow cannons and
Yeah.
and stuff. So first of all, welcome Hammer, and I think we have a few more guests. So hold on, we have all the way from sunny America. We have Whisper. Hey!
Hi, everybody.
How are you, Whisper?
I'm doing all right.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining the show tonight. You look awesome. Love the hair, love the makeup.
I
So,
love the
guys-
dartboard. A proper dartboard. Skelly,
Yes.
what do you reckon to that?
Is that a 180 on there? Or are you just pleased to see us?
Oh, yeah. In fact, let's zoom in. We need a zoom.
So a quick question. Whereabouts are you connecting from, Whisper?
I am connecting from the concrete jungle of Minnesota.
Okay, so big shout out to all our American friends and everybody in Minnesota. Way!
Hey up,
And,
both of you.
and for the next one, all the way down to sunny Australia, it's only the legendary Steve Schultz.
Oh,
Yay!
no! You said he
He's a
wasn't
bit
from the
spiky
on
tonight.
drone.
How's it going, Steve?
Yeah, it's great, mate. It's a nice sunny day here. It's really lovely.
So whereabouts are you connecting from, the mighty Wes?
From Adelaide,
Oh,
South
God.
Australia.
So the weather's good, I take it.
It's perfect. 30 degrees and gorgeous.
Oh,
Okay.
super jealous. So first of all, for everybody, Steve, as well as being an awesome guy, he runs his own tattoo shop called, what's it called, Steve?
The Toy Room Tattoo Emporium, because we're covered in toys.
Have you got a
Covered in
few
toys.
toys in there, have you? Just one or two,
Oh,
is it?
Thousand, yeah.
Dotted around.
So Stig, if you could put the link up in the chat, that would be awesome. Also, Steve, as well as being a Wes impersonator, builder of post-apocalyptic cosplay, he only created the most coolest article in the world.
Yes.
Mixing the hardcore Judge Dredd with a penguin. What on earth were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking anything. I just had to draw it.
Well, we love it, and it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we've got a few more guests. So all the way from sunny UK, we have our T-shirt dude, Big T. How's it going? Yay!
Hey, not.
Also, Big T decided to be the first person to do a V2A Wasteland Chronicles cosplay as Nort.
Nice one.
Awesome, Tony. Awesome. So, is
you.
that? How have you made the helmet? Is it foam or metal or
It's EVA foam.
Really?
EVA foam? Oh my God! Blimey, it looks awesome, mate. Looks awesome. I take it you're excited about the comic.
What comic? No, not heard of it.
Are you that guy who does the London Marathon in a full-on diving suit?
Yeah.
Oh God, no! He does it in a full-on one with all the weights.
Man.
Yes, he probably is. Now, we still haven't finished. So now flying all the way over to
God.
Germany, it's Martin. Hey! How's it going, Captain Chaos? How are you,
Captain
sir?
Chaos.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend auch.
Oh.
What did you call me?
So, whereabouts are you connecting from, Martin?
Stuttgart, South Germany.
And what is the weather like over there, sir?
It's dark. We don't have weather.
You don't have weather. Yeah,
Weather's been cancelled.
The Germans are so goth they don't have weather.
Yep, we don't need that.
And our last guest, we're probably going to break the internet.
Where are they going to go?
He's well known on the UK scene He joins us on stage quite a bit. He was in the Freak Show video. It's only Freak Bear, everybody.
Freak Bear!
Freak Bear! How's it going, Freak Bear?
Very warm.
Can you hear anything with that on?
I can hear you well. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, awesome.
Sadly, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Dave. You too, mate.
So welcome on board, Freak Bear. So whereabouts are you connecting from?
Windsor.
Ooh, where the very posh. Yeah, the zoo.
Yeah, a long time ago, Windsor Safari Park.
Amazing. So thank you everybody for all coming out. I think we've got we're actually streaming everybody. This is awesome.
It can't last.
So let's start off this thing. So let's first off with the Mighty Wes. So Mighty Wes, when was the first time you ever saw V2A?
Oh hell, I heard you. That was 2017, maybe, I reckon.
Yeah.
I was the other side of the camp and heard this fucking song going on. I was like, what the hell was that? Why am I missing this? So by the time I got over there, it was all over. I was like, oh, that sucked, but damn. So the next year I made it a point to get there and make sure I was in the bloody front row for it, which was just epic by that stage. So then we got to know you guys, and it was freaking awesome. So, yeah.
And now you're forced to join us on stage every year at Wasteland Weekend.
Well, 1 year anyway. You know what? I just lost my shit going out the front and dancing away as hard as I bloody could. And by the time I stood back into the rest of the group, I was like, holy shit, don't faint, don't pass out. So it was freezing bloody cold and I'm in my underwear, so, hey.
So a big, is there anything you'd like to do a big say to, or a big quote or a hello to anybody over in Australia? Big shout out to?
Well, big hello to Adrian and Linda over at the museum. They're burning their ass off out in the middle of the desert, fighting off snakes and basically still building the compound despite that it's 47 degrees every day out there and dust storms and, snake attacks. So, and a big love out to my beautiful, darling girlfriend, Jennifer, who set up my tech this morning. So that's really good. Yay!
Yay!
And a big hello to every single bugger that wants to make their way down to Australia for the 40th next year.
Yes!
So,
we are all coming.
People.
It's going to be amazing. We are super, super excited. So just a quick one from the, I've had a question. So what are you actually wearing post-apocalyptic wise? What's your favorite gear and any tips for people out there building new post-apocalyptic outfits?
Well, I'm wearing my old Max jacket at the moment, which I've had for about 15 years. I inherited the jacket from an old bikie, so the thing was wrecked when I got it. Perfect patina. It was just gorgeous. So by the time I added all the various bits and pieces, the pads and everything, cut the arms off, gutted the guts out of it, it's been part of my wardrobe for quite a while. And I love to go shopping in it because it's 2021 apparently, and that's when Mad Max takes place. Bullshit. And my favorite is Wes. I love dressing up as Wes. That is character personified. I mean, he's crazy, but he also has these quiet moments of inflection where he's just like almost like Zen master, and then he goes berserk. So he is a fun character to do. But when it comes to doing post-apocalyptic stuff, it's like, just see what you've got. Pick shit up off the side of the road. Don't buy anything for it. Just use what you've got and play around with it. So there's my thoughts.
Definitely, that wise words there, wise words. So over to Whisper. So Whisper, when was the first time you saw V2A?
The first time that I saw V2A was also 2017 at my first Wasteland weekend, and got to dance up on stage, which I had not heard the music before, so made it up as I go, and it was like, oh, this is actually really nice. This is awesome.
That's awesome. So would you like to explain to everybody, so what camp are you normally in? So Steve is in the, what's your camp called, Steve?
We're the Dogs of War. We're the guys that recreate Mad Max 2 bad guys.
Mad Max 2 bad guys. Ooh. So Whisper, the good guys. You've got awesome vehicles, by the way, and really amazing group.
They are the best.
So Whisper, over to you. What group are you a member of, and what do you go dressed as at Wasteland Weekend?
Well, I am a member of the Order of the V8. We are the good guys, bring order to Mad Max Fury Road. We are the War Boys who serve the Immortan Joe.
When you say bring order,
yeah.
Terror.
So what is your opinion of the V2A Firewater, by the way? Because that is known as a bit of a war boy destroyer.
Oh, it's it's a destroyer, all right. But every year it's like, oh, I'm not going to do this again. It's like, oh, never mind, it's here.
It always goes horribly wrong when the Firewater comes out. So over to Hammer. So Hammer, when was the first time you saw us, sir?
I think it was Asylum 2019 was your first year you were there. The party at the end of the world.
Yes.
Oh, and in the engine room.
Yes, the one where someone didn't pass out. Yeah, that one.
That was the one. A rarity.
So since then, you've been an avid Cult of V2A.
Yep.
And also, so could you explain your armor and your costume?
I just wanted shoulder pads for some reason. It was just one of them. So I found some cheap on some American football player was selling them on Facebook, and then just painted it, threw stuff on it, did various things. Also, you glow very green at a gig, which is always really useful when you're trying to find people. Yeah, you can find Hammer. There was a funny story when we played the Whitby Goth Festival, and Hammer decided to help us on stage with, was it a snow cannon or smoke machine?
Yeah,
snow
cannon. Yeah, and sort of emptied the whole machine out on this poor, like, first 2 rows or something, just totally covered them.
Yeah.
That was good. So it's all part of the fun. So over to the legendary. I'm going all around here now. So Freak Bear, legendary Freak Bear. So Freak Bear, when was the first time you heard or met V2A?
Oh, so it would be 2018. A guy called Lee Field, who I'm friends with, invited me to be part of the Freak Show video, and I just kind of like fell in love with the music and the aesthetic.
Had you heard of us before?
I'd never heard of you until that day.
and also, I think you've got a bit of a Guinness Book of Records on that. How many times do you feature in the Freak Show video?
It's about 7 or 8, I think. Different states of dress, I believe.
It was we were in sort of like it's like a warehouse in Reading. Is that probably the best way of saying it?
Oh, shopping mall.
So rock and roll.
And because we had a very limited crew in the video, he pops up as loads of different characters. So what other characters were you? So Freak Bear was born on that video.
So there was the doctor with the gas mask that you see. There was one of the guys pushing the trolley through the main mall complex. You'll blink and miss it. A guy with an eagle head in the final sequence, and also there is around the table where Kev sat at one point, like a cannibal feast.
That was good, actually.
Yeah, I was one of the people around there.
So well done, sir. 8 appearances in a video is, classic stuff. And since then, you've followed the band around, joined us on stage.
That is correct.
You are your own thing. Freak Bear is known worldwide.
I didn't expect that when I signed up.
Also, you've got another alter ego as well. What's your other one called?
So that is Ruben the Freakaroo.
So you've got
Ruben? What's the Australian name is Ruben? Where did you get that from?
Sandwich,
Steve,
isn't it?
we need a proper Australian name that's not Bruce.
So what is
Ruben?
What is Ruben, by the way? Can you explain to him to the audience what he is?
Ruben the Roo?
he is a freakaroo, sort of based off the Rippers from Tank Girl. So Booger from Tank Girl.
Okay, all right.
Let's just call him Dazza.
Dezza. Martin, so over to you, sir. When was the first time you saw or heard V2A?
When you supported Nachbar in Germany 2015, I think. 6 years ago.
And at that moment, did you think, I am going to play drums for that band?
No. My first thought, who are these freaky English guys? And then I loved you.
Yay! I must admit to everybody, the UK guys and the American guys have not met or seen Martin drum yet, but he is awesome. Really, really amazing.
That will change.
That will change. We will get him over. Soon as we are allowed back out to play, we are going to go mad. And lastly, over to Big T. So,
hello.
Can you breathe? Can you breathe in that, by the way?
Yeah. There's no glass in the portholes.
Oh, that's good. You know, you can get dressed up for the actual YouTube show. You know, we didn't catch you at a strange moment when you're in your fetish room
on your way to a party.
On your way to a party.
This is it. I'm sat in the garage, so the buggy's in the background.
Awesome. I'm loving the buggy. So when did you first hear about V2A, and what do you do within the cult?
I think it was 2013 or 2014. I happened to be working with you at the time, and you invited me along to one of the concerts, and we got into all the dread stuff, and I think I'm actually mentioned in the credits on Destroyer of Worlds somewhere.
Definitely.
And for the band, I do the rodeo stuff. I sell the merch. I make all the medals, and make some different props as well, like foam guns and smoke guns.
And you can talk for England. So as people know, when they come to
Wales.
buy any merch, and Wales, yes.
Yes, I'm in Wales now.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Oi. Is that it? Is that your attempt at Welsh?
That's
Oi,
what
oi. No, I don't speak Welsh.
Hoppity ping.
Okay, so
Hey,
guys, if anybody out there's got any questions for anybody on the show, so just to get this ball rolling, Dave, who would you can ask any of our guests a question.
Oh, blimey. Okay. Noughts then. Big T. How long did it take you to make that helmet?
The helmet took about 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Wow. And does it open at the front, or is it just fit over your head?
No, it just lifts on and off. It weighs about 1.5 kilos, if that.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So you not had it on for 2 weeks then?
No, I've not had it
Just
on.
like stuck on.
You didn't build it and then realised you couldn't take it off.
Yeah, and then I can't get it off.
And what's that made of?
Yeah, it's just 8mm EVA foam stuck together with contact adhesive.
But you made it spherical, didn't you? How'd you do that?
You have to cut it in sort of curved shapes and glue it together in the curves.
Oh.
Do your neighbours think you're strange?
I was going to say, although they're sanded down, there are seams on it if you look closely.
Okay, wow.
So over to the Mighty Wes. So Mighty Wes, who would you like to ask a question to?
Oh, heck. All right. How bloody cold is it where you are at the moment? Have you got snow on the ground?
Oh, jeez.
Is that gloating? Is that gloating, Mr. Wes?
It's about, I don't know how to convert to Celsius, but it's like 23 degrees Fahrenheit. So
I suppose
it's
you
cold,
judge
but it's
just how hard are your nipples right now.
it's
That's about
definitely been
4.9
worse.
meters, I think you'll find.
It's been a fairly mild winter.
Honestly, trust you, Steve, to ask a lady about how erect her nipples are. Unbelievable. So over to you, Whisper. Who would you like to ask a question to?
Oh, geez. I'm going to ask Freak Bear, have you come to Wasteland Weekend yet?
I haven't come to Wales last week. Can't speak. I haven't been there yet. Intend to, but when I will, I don't know.
Do you think wearing the hat?
I just survive with the.
No chance.
It might get. I might have to make another version that's adaptable.
Air condition it.
I must admit, our first time we went to Wasteland Weekend and we drove up, it's bloody hot in the Mojave Desert.
Yes.
Oh my God, that is warm. That is very, very warm. So, do you find
dry heat?
It's a dry heat.
Do you find it warm, the mighty Wes?
It's a weird kind of heat compared to Australia. Adelaide especially is just oh my God, it's just there's no humidity, it's just dry. But there's just a weird kind of sense of the heat out there. And when it's hitting 40 degrees, oh God, running around in leather costumes and stuff is the last thing you want to be doing. But you stomp on and you just soak yourself and keep doing it.
Keep
sunscreen.
That's always wise, especially when you've got your
sunscreen on your butt. Yeah.
But, yes, there's a funny story about that, which we'll get to in a bit. Hammer, who would you like to ask a question to, sir?
Captain Chaos.
That's me.
How many years have you been drumming? How many years have you been drumming generally?
About 25 years now. I do it more than the half of my life.
Jeez.
Did you always want to be a drummer, or did you try like banjo first and kazoo?
That's a dark times. I don't talk about it.
So, did you always want to be a drummer, or that death kazoo just didn't really take off?
I tried a lot, but the drums are the best. I like it the most. I can sit the whole time.
That's one thing with a drummer. Unlike everybody else in the band who's got to stand up and run around, the drummers, they've got their seats, they've got their little stool, they've got a bit of carpet. Why do drummers have carpet? What is this fascination with carpet?
Because they always
it goes to their slippers.
Do you have your own carpet that you take to gigs?
Sure.
A nice Wilson.
It's the carpet that makes the stage comfortable.
Is that a very thick pile? Yeah. Is it shag pile?
This is all very, very strange. So over to Freak Bear. Who would you like to ask a question to, sir?
I was going to ask actually to you guys is basically what was it like playing the Viper Room last year?
Ooh.
The year before.
Year before.
Yeah.
It's a world class, it's a world famous place, which is really cool. But we've got another band who we can't mention, are slight fans. We got this other band who are they sort of follow us around everywhere.
Careful.
I'm trying to So at the Viper Room, which is really cool, you're behind this curtain and then it comes out and then you start playing. And of course, as soon as it opened, we've got this other band who they really like us, stood right at the front.
Right in the
face. So it was quite funny. At that moment, we wanted to sort of open the curtains and then shut the curtains again. But I don't think they would have found that funny. We found it
funny.
We found it funny, but and also virtually all gigs for people who don't really know what's going on. Everything goes wrong normally on our gigs, so there's always some hilarity or something chaos going on. So last time we played Wasteland Weekend, Mechanized decided to do a stage dive. The Whisper and the legendary War Boys picked her up and took her off into the audience, but then she didn't come back. She just carried on going.
Decided to keep her.
You're at the bar.
And then we nearly broke the stage there as well, because we had Steve, you had your guys, we had the War Boys, we had the Wasteland Gladiators, we had Elvis.
You could feel the boards under your feet warping in. Every bounce, everyone was in sync. was like, boom, oh, this is going to end
Giving
in tragedy.
Jared a stroke.
It's not going to end well, is it? So so back over to Big T. Who would you like a question to, sir?
Question to Wes. I've also got one of your wonderful Judge Penguins. Are you going to do any more models?
Oh, dude. That came out too many years ago. I had a partner, and things just didn't get organized properly. Too much naivety and inexperience in the entire thing. We've got a shitload of prototypes that got made up, but the Penguins just didn't get the traction that we kind of wanted it to, and the whole thing kind of ground to a halt. I'm out of pocket a lot. And oh my God, there's a ton of artwork we did for future potential pieces. And just one of those learning experiences you do in life, and look back and go, wow, that was a thing. So
I just can't understand how George Miller did not see the Mad Max Happy Feet crossover.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, with Judge Dredd in there as well.
Well,
and you would have made millions out of that. Maybe that's why he decided not to make the Judge Dredd Happy Feet crossover.
Well, the budget would have to be
Warner
massive.
Brothers. We had Warner Brothers as one of our properties that we'd purchased, and the stuff that was available through them was nuts. Things we were trying to get at the time said, no, there's no way you can do a toy of that. Now, a few years later, there are toys of it out there, so they obviously cleaned up the court and the legal issues with regards to that. But they offered us the Fury Road stuff way in the beginning.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, holy shit, well, okay. Then we kind of passed on it. But as it was, we got a stack of prototypes made. But that was it. It just ended there. Much sadness.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, Skelly, a quick question to you. Who would you like to ask a question to?
Well, first off, I'm just going to reach down and give the mighty Wes a little bit of a shoulder rub.
It's so good.
Oh, you lucky bugger!
I'm gonna ask the Freak Bear on that world famous music video shoot you took part in.
Yeah.
Were there any accidents or mishaps that might have occurred?
Yes, there was. It involved a large knife in your abdomen, I believe.
It might have done, yeah.
Who was
I don't bring
wielding
it up often.
this
I don't bring it
knife?
up very often, but
I was sharpening a knife, moved my arm back quickly, and kind of jabbed Kelly in the stomach.
I just heard kind
Right.
of, and I thought, oh dear, that's going to leave a nick.
Yeah.
I'll leave a mark.
There was also another part in the video as well where Lee was trying. He didn't have a smoke machine and wanted to create a bit of smoke, so he did it by setting fire to a load of wood inside a building, which was slightly toxic. So yes,
Poor Mechanized was tied to the trolley, couldn't move.
we broke the trolley.
Yeah.
So
That's what.
I was chained to this trolley, and then I had one of the cameramen sit on me, and they were trying to push it around to try and get like this awesome video of sort of like a trolley kind of view. And then we broke the wheels off it, or something happened. It just went crunch. It was very fun. A quick question here from Michael Davis. So, Whisper, what are your eye makeup? How are you doing your eyes? What makeup?
Yeah,
tips,
that is impressive.
what tips could you give to the
Good to see
people
that
out there?
someone's actually made the effort, Tony. Come on, you could have made some effort.
I'm sorry.
Dress for Sunday dinner.
It was based off of the show The 100 of their leader of one of the groups named Lexa.
It looks awesome. So what? So
Well
what is it?
impressive.
Is it like theatrical makeup or?
It's just face paint.
Oh wow!
It works.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks really, really effective.
Thank you.
And over to you, Stig. A question to anybody. Also, guys, online, if you've got any questions for any of the Cult of V2A, please post them up, and I will sort of mention them. Stig, over to you, sir.
I was going to ask Whisper a question again, but
Okay.
but it wasn't to do with her face paint from Walmart. It was what's your favourite sideshow event tent at Wasteland, apart from obviously the Order of the V8. Bless them. Where do you like to gravitate to? Is it the Tiki Bar? Where do you like to go to?
We kind of wander around, but I love the Wasted Saints.
Yes,
that's so cool.
That is. Yeah.
Can you explain what the Wasted Saints are?
I don't know a whole lot about them. I just know that they have sweet gigs. They host a lot of events, and they make good booze, so that's always a plus.
It's a bit like a burlesque show in a traveling tent.
Shows. They had a DJ group that was based off of Chernobyl radiation suits.
They must have been so bloody hot. It was mad.
Right? It was awesome though.
And who was the knife throwing crew? They were there. They did the main stage, wasn't they? Who was that?
The Inclusionists.
Yeah, the Inclusionists. They were brilliant. Three of them weren't there.
So Wordsmith, see what you're missing. We've got to get you over to America.
Yeah, I'm kind of not so sure.
Yeah, Wasted Saints is good. I like the slag racing. The slag racings are hilarious as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Drone, can you explain slag racing?
No. Over to Martin. Martin's got a quick question about what is the panda in Hammer's garage?
That's the beginning of the next project.
Ooh.
It's
not a bastard love child of Freak Bear, is it? It's got potential.
I bought that before I knew of Freak Bear.
It's Black Metal Freak Bear.
Floating about a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't burn very well, so the distressing is going to have to take the more painted route.
Does it have a name?
Not yet.
Not yet. Also, I've got another quick question from Mike. Why do they call you Hammer? Hammer.
If you watch the Asylum video for in the crowd, there is just a giant hammer floating around, which is mine. Which is
it's yours.
It is
mine.
So just to explain, so at UK gigs, because we're not so wild as the Wasteland weekend, we've got Freak Bear, we've got Big T, we've got Hammer with his giant hammer, which is it made out of foam or something?
It's made of
smaller hammers.
It's the canisters from protein powder.
Yeah.
And plumbing parts, basically.
It does look awesome. Dave, so you've seen the V2A, the Coulter V2A.
Yeah.
When did you see them and what was your opinion?
So that was 2019 at the Asylum, wasn't it? Loud, I think.
What did you think of the Coulter V2A, the crowd?
I thought it was amazing. It was more of kind of an experience than an event. It's kind of everyone was involved on the stage, they're jumping around. It's really great.
So
was that the one where we had the enormous bouncing balls? Ladies?
Yeah, it would have been.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they were, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I hope we're not having those again. They were knackerers to blow up.
All right,
It's not a good gig without bouncing balls.
Also, a big shout out to Now Terry, who I don't know if everybody else online know of this legendary guy called Terry. Freak Bear, could you just explain what is Now Terry?
I've got to be honest, I don't 100% know myself. I know he's the pyrotechnic guy for you guys, I believe, and the Now Terry is the Q, I'm guessing.
There's a reason I duck when someone says that.
Yeah. Skelly, would you like to explain the first meeting we had with Now Terry, who is literally a legend in his...
Do you mean when
his own armory?
When the phrase originated, the Now Terry?
Yes.
I believe it was actually a hometown gig for me, Manchester. He turned up very, very, very excited. He said something about he brought along some tricks for us. So he gave us a test run of them. A couple of pyrotechnics either side of the front of the stage. They were loud. I can't remember if that was when it hit our drummer or if it was at the main event. But we were trying to think up when we'd have the grand finale, the big finish, and he said, "It's fine. I know all your songs. A super fan. I'll know when to set them off." So songs ending, winding down, and then it's not going off. So we hear "Now, Terry," and then there's a really, really poignant pause of a few seconds. I couldn't help but duck, and there was bang. And I think our drummer got hit by shrapnel, and
he did actually.
When you hear "Now, Terry," you go.
Oh my god!
A bit of one of the detonators flew off and hit him on the head. The drummer, awesome.
I think Captain Chaos has changed his mind about coming to the UK.
I'm not sure.
Question back to the mighty Wes. So, Wes, can you tell us a bit more about this festival that is happening next year?
Well, we're gearing up. The Adrian, Linda, and Terry and Ian have been working hard.
Terry.
Sorry?
Not now, Terry. You have your own
Sorry.
Terry.
Yeah, you gotta join in. Sorry, Wes.
Yeah, the guys at Broken Hill their asses off getting their compound built. It's going into a slight just safe mode to get through winter and get through the rest of the year, so it's in good condition for the 40th next year.
It looks absolutely stunning. We will. Oh, are you still there?
You're losing.
Oh, they're still building stuff as well. He was building another machine gun or something for the compound. Incredible.
A crossbow.
Yeah, we got
he's gone on from that now.
Harpoon, that's now, and Adrian's just knocked up the flamethrower as well. So there's very little left of the compound to do. The only thing I think we're really looking for is a bread van. So you feel like
hold on, what?
And we'll take that off your hands. So that's everything else is pretty much organised. It is, driving up there and going through that compound for the first time was nothing short of a religious experience. It was just like, holy shit, I can't believe this thing exists. It's really, really there. And we watched Mad Max 2 at the cinema a couple of months ago. They had a huge super screen showing of it. And watching the film and then going, all right, that's where that bit is. That's where that bit is. And that's, oh my God, everything's there. It's perfect. But then trying to figure out, how does Wes get from that to that to that and then out of the compound? So he's got some superpowers, that boy. Yeah? So there's a bit of a distance there.
Oh my God. So when are tickets available?
There's no tickets. You just rock up.
Oh my God. Wow.
We're not actually charging people to.
Brilliant.
Wow. Cool. And I've also heard that you've got this really amazing, good-looking English band playing.
Yeah. We're really
Take
nice.
that going. Superb.
Sorry, V2A. Sorry, I always get those mixed up. It's, I can't wait for you guys to be out there with the stage at the compound and playing in the middle of the night in the desert. It's just going to be a superlative event.
I can't wait. Really, we can't wait. It's going to be so.
We'll be throwing kangaroo corpses at you and wombats and snakes and spiders. And,
you know, how Blues Brothers all over again, wasn't it? It's a good old Blues Brothers boys band.
Do we have to sing Rawhide?
Of course.
Don't we normally?
As an encore.
So what we're doing as well with the comic, and now we've got Wordsmith actually into the whole post-apocalyptic. He's now not Dave anymore. He's Smith.
A Wordsmith.
And we're now going to get you a costume, aren't we?
You are, yeah.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Yeah.
So have you got any ideas or any? Because your
Miles Jupp.
No. Yeah, Archie from Balamory.
Yeah, Archie. I'm presenting the news.
and just write everything on your body. Just get a tatty old pair of Y fronts and just write everything all over your body. That's the way to do it.
Trust an Australian to speak sense.
It's going to help me anyway, so it should be good.
God, I just thought that was the goal for a pretzel then.
But yeah, so thank you, Wordsmith, for joining the cult of V2A. So it is a privilege and an honour to have you on board. So a big quick question now, just going around. So Whisper, what is your favourite V2A track, guys? Please post yours online. So Whisper, what is your favourite V2A track live?
I probably, of course, partial to the War Boy song, but close second has got to be Freak Show.
Yay!
Yes.
And also, I love having Whisper on stage because sometimes when you've got 25 war boys or whatever, and you're singing, and then you sort of point a mic at somebody's face for them to sing.
Yeah.
Most of the war boys have no clue what any of the singing's going on. You just get that lost look of like
oh,
what
shit.
the hell do I do now?
So Whisper is awesome. She actually knows all the words to all the songs, so that is brilliant. So
Yeah.
awesome. So Hammer, are you still there? Are you eating a banana?
No, it's a snake.
I thought he was rolling the pretzel at first.
He's eating a snake.
Are you trying to brag?
Is this from Tony's dungeon? Big T's dungeon.
Did Wes
No.
throw it at you?
That's
No,
it's a banana.
Banana
It's
snake.
banana bamboo.
Oh, does it have a name?
It does. It's called Pike.
Oh,
Oh.
My favourite track is. I was checking. It is
Far exit.
Purge.
Purge. Oh, wow, that was one of the funniest videos we've ever done. It was filmed at a recording studio in our local town, and if you watch it back, there's one point where a load of people run outside of the van, get shot, and then sort of dramatically dive, and die.
Yeah.
But into a whole load of stinging nettles.
Stinging nettles. Yes. Yes.
Oh, man.
And my body has not recovered. Thank you.
Oh.
So if you ever watch the Purge video again, they all come out of the van and they all do this very theatrical dive and they get shot
Dreams are real.
into stinging nettles. It's highly entertaining.
And that was filmed at one of those rare places, a session studio, which should be name checked because those two guys did so much for the music scene around Worcester.
Yeah.
And well,
Al's still around.
Sharpie.
Yeah, Alan was. So we have to get them on. So over to Wordsmith.
Yeah.
What's your favourite V2A track, sir?
I've not heard it yet, but it'll be Doomsday.
It's
Doomsday.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Doomsday is like the first track of the new album. The new album's got 10 songs and it is a monster. It is really, I'm super excited. Best stuff we've ever done. So over to Skelly. Skelly, what is your favourite V2A track?
Well, I'm going to go for Ya Ya Ding Dong again.
It's always Ya Ya Ding Dong.
Well, failing that, I'm quite partial to a little bit of Jesus Loves You.
Jesus Loves You.
Jesus Loves You.
We haven't done that for ages, have we?
No.
It's an oldie bit of goldie. Maybe needs to make a little bit of a comeback.
Yes, definitely. The idea of Jesus Loves You was more of us being a bit naughty because it's quite funny when you're playing like a big festival.
Won't the BBC not play it because of the lyrics?
Yes.
But then it's not actually the lyrics, but we've been hearing them wrong. I've actually been singing them wrong for years until you told me.
Yeah, but it was quite funny. Yeah, so there's a little bit in there, and which sounds naughty. And we told the BBC it's not that, it means something else. So they played it on the radio. And then while they were playing it, we texted them live going, ha ha, you've just said that on the video. So it's very childish, but made us laugh. So over to Big T. What's your favourite one, sir?
It's got to be Burn the Witch.
Ooh. Do you ever?
Because I know the story behind it.
Yeah, most of our songs do have highly entertaining stories behind it. Do you ever get a chance to get up and have a boogie when you're over at the T-shirt stand?
Oh, definitely.
We can do it now for us. Show us your moves.
What with that?
Go on,
There's actually a lot of space in this part of the garage.
I can make it rain for you.
Oh dear. So also, ladies, if you are at any of the UK gigs and you see Big T in the merch stand, please go over and say hello to him, because he's normally over there actually working while the rest of us are just trying to burn the place down with some sort of explosive or anything like that. So terriers. The Mighty Wes. What is your favourite V2A track, sir? And what gets you grooving on the dance floor?
War Boys is a classic, but I like Fuck Me.
Oh,
good shout.
So when we play Wasteland Weekend next one, which song are you going to join us on stage with?
Oh God, well, I'd join you for any song, man. That'd be killer. But yeah, whatever you want us for, just get us on board. We'll shoot some people in the front row. It'd be great.
So last time, who joined you last time on stage from the Dogs of War?
Oh, we had Tank, we had Cody, D. So we sort of just had the core little group of the main characters from Mad Max 2. But if you want to get everybody up there, we've got Smegs, we've got Go Boy Berserkers, we've got Skinheads, we've got just everybody wants to get on there. So and the Priest.
We don't want to break the stage, though, do we?
Well, I think
don't break the stage.
I think it's rude not to invite everybody. I just don't think we can have everybody on at the end, because we're already on like about 50 people on stage for the last song. 50, 55, something like that. So it is quite
time to bring people on, because if you break the stage, it's the end of the show. So
Perfect finale.
it is. It's
Wasteland as we know it.
Wasteland is so much fun. Over to you, Freak Bear. What is your favourite song, sir, and what gets you groovy on the dance floor?
Well, I've got 3 favourites. So Divided by Dreams.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah. And Freak Show.
Freak Show. Oh, awesome. Freak Show is your song. So, you are obliged by law to come up on stage and do your thing. Can you see anything with that mask on? Have you is there been any close occasions where you've nearly fallen off the stage or anything?
I think Road to Ruin, I nearly kicked one of the lights that was on the grass in front of the stage, but I don't think I've fallen off anything.
It's our shows are very similar, but different in each continent, I would say, depending on what we can get our hands on. That's probably a better way. So the last time we played the UK at Asylum, we had 2 guys, a guy either side at the front of the stage with snow cannons, and then the band.
You had Count Brass as well, didn't you? With the big flag.
Oh, we had a flag. Oh yeah, we had the support band on with flags. They jumped on.
Council Brass.
Yeah, loads of Hammer's always on there with the snow. He always goes for the biggest snow machine.
I've got my own now.
Have you?
Oh God.
Okay.
And then
not now, Hammer.
And then in the background, we've got Terry, who is the pyrotechnics guy who just does stuff without telling us.
And he's probably in jail.
Like bring guns on stage.
Yes. So we did the one gig, and we were backstage, and there was like about 10 big guns and a rocket launcher. So I thought, well, it's rude not to grab the rocket launcher. So I grabbed the rocket launcher, which was really heavy because it was a real one. And I think you were at that gig, Dave. So what was actually happening is I was waving it around like you do when you're trying to sing a song with a rocket launcher, pointed it at the front row, and at that very moment, this girl sort of passed out. I think it was. I thought I'd shot her with the rocket launcher.
I think they'd do more than pass out if you shoot someone with a rocket launcher.
It wouldn't be one person; it'll be the whole crowd.
and there'd be a sign out across the walls. But...
Yeah, but that was a funny moment. But yeah, she was okay. She just dehydrated and fell over. So, but I did check the front of the rocket launcher.
Is that back off a new album?
So awesome. So who haven't I asked? Stig?
Yeah. I've just realised that my head's been covered by the bloody logo for the entire bloody show.
That's good.
That's good, yeah.
It took me ages to work
It's,
that one
it's
out.
an outfit.
I think that's unrecorded version of Hyper Full of Love was a brilliant track. Alabama 3, one of Drone's favorites.
His favorite band.
Yeah, well, me and Skelly, and I have a soft spot for Skelly's Ya Ya Ding Dong.
Well, we're talking about
most of our audience has.
We're talking about songs.
We will when we get
Toxic.
Yes.
Toxic.
Before I get cut off,
is amazing. I think we will, for fun, at one of the UK shows, might do Ya Ya Ding Dong, an industrial metal version of it, just for fun.
Or Boney M.
But it'll be a one-off. Yeah, we've got some stuff. We've got some stuff in the pipeline. So first of all, just a quick one back to: have I missed anybody? No. We're all good. So we are currently the first book is finished and all lettered and everything. So massive thanks to the mighty Wes, who actually helped with the character designs for the bad guys. So what was your initial feeling when you saw the Ryan Brown version of Doom?
Very, very, very sort of wet and giddy with some moisture, and it was a very good feeling.
This always helps, yeah.
So thank you so much. So I personally asked you because I love your art, and you do. How long have you been a tattoo artist?
Coming up 8 years. It's fantastic.
That explains the penguin character then, Drone.
That's going to come. Yeah, it's going to come. A quick question to anybody out there, or everybody on the panel: who's got a tattoo?
No, don't like needles.
Oh, come on, people!
No tattoos, but scarifications.
I've got a question though. Right, Steve, what tattoo are you going to give Drone when we come down to Oz for the 40th?
Oh,
now, don't listen to Drone at all. It's entirely up to you. And if it involves a penguin, all the better.
I'm definitely not having a Judge Dredd penguin on my bottom.
I said don't listen to Drone. Mech and I tell them to shut up. Steve, over to you.
So what we've done so far, guys, we've done the what is hot, which I think you all missed. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to do the what's not hot. So what gripe have you got this week? What are you not impressed with? So first of all, here's our amazing jingle. Are you ready?
What a bloody jingle!
What a jingle. And I'll start this one. So what's not hot this week? The latest series of Doctor Who is absolutely crap.
Oh, no.
It really is awful. I feel sorry for the actors and actresses. The writing is abysmal. Truly awful. So over to Freak Bear. Let's start bottom corner and then work our way up. What for you, sir, is not hot this week?
The new series of Snowpiercer.
Oh, contentious.
Is season 2 worse than season 1?
I've only seen the first episode, but it's not grabbing me yet. They've taken too much liberty.
Yeah. It's
but
a shame.
Surely you must be gripped by the question, how long will Sean Bean survive? Because he never survives more than about 10 minutes. Game of Thrones, no. It was only bloody Flashman he survived in.
Sharp.
That's the exact Sharp. Thank you.
Sharp.
Same thing, isn't it? Or was that canoe in my pocket?
I must admit, I watched the first about 3 episodes of
Right.
Snowpiercer season
I'm over
1.
here.
Hiya.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
And it was not good. It really was not good. So over to Mr. T, Big T. What's not hot this week, sir?
Well, unfortunately, you've already taken what I was going to say, which is Doctor Who.
Yeah.
so let down by the writers.
It is crap. It truly is poo on a stick. Anything else that you'd like to have a little grumble about?
Oh no, not at the moment.
Okay, over to the mighty Wes. Mighty Wes, what is not hot?
Oh, two things. Bushfires up in the hills, they suck ass.
No, they started again.
We had a bushfire that went for about 3 days and burnt a few houses out, bit of property. It was a nasty one. But it's more tepid than not hot, but the stand. We're watching it, but it's just like comparing it to the old series.
Could
And
have
it's like,
been. Yeah.
yeah, it's watchable, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. So Whisper, so for you, what is not hot this week?
Oh, this week. The weather.
Temperature.
Yeah,
The
right.
bloody temperature. It's too fucking cold over there.
It's cold. It's like thankfully it's not like sub-zero temperatures, which we had last year, but it's still cold.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Otherwise, let's see, what is not hot? Competitive Overwatch is not hot.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
my youngest could give you some. Yeah, she's pretty good on. He's pretty good on Overwatch. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm doing a slight buzzing in my left ear here. I've got an incoming call from Mechanized, who wishes to put a vote in for hot, which is It's a Sin.
It's a Sin, very good show.
Which is if
Awesome show.
for our overseas correspondents, it's a bloody brilliant. It ties in a bit to our complete whinge fest with Doctor Who, because it's written by Russell T Davies, who, as we all know, was a showrunner before Stephen Moffat, before bloody Chinballs completely screwed up Doctor Who, and it's based on the era when AIDS first sort of appeared in the UK, and it's absolutely brilliant. So Mechanized gives that a big thumbs up in her absence.
Awesome roast.
Sorry to jump on that one, Whisper, but there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Over to Hammer. Hammer, what is not hot this week?
Dodgy internet.
But I thought that was the whole point of the internet. It's well dodgy.
Yeah, but dodgy even there's dodgy.
I mean, yours in particular. Sorry.
Anything else that you're not impressed with?
Not overly at the moment. I'm sort of just jogging along. It's all the same.
Just jogging along. So that's very diplomatic of you. Now over to Wordsmith.
I think the snow caught me out. I ended up sliding down a hill, which I meant to not even go down at all. Got out of control in the car. That's mine.
Urban sledging.
Urban sledging, yeah.
A bit worrying at the time, but quite fun when you look back on it.
Is there anything on TV you've watched and thought, what a letdown?
I think Doctor Who was, but I've not liked it for a few seasons, to be honest. But yeah, that was just poor. Yeah. That was poor.
It's good old BBC taxpayer money, isn't it? Our license
Yeah.
being forced to
There you go. Oh, why
There we
not?
go.
I'm in the
There
right
we go.
direction.
Yeah, we can't opt out, can we?
We can't
They
opt out.
won't give you spitting image. You pay all that money, they won't give you spitting image.
Exactly.
Got to pay extra.
Exactly. So Stig, over to you. What's not hot this week, sir? Apart from your internet as well, because that's pretty ropey.
It's bloody awful, isn't it? Yeah. What's not hot? I don't know, but I finally finished The Boys 2. So what's hot is the fact that I haven't actually managed to finish Mandalorian, which means we can't talk about Mandalorian because it's just not allowed.
No
because I will start crying.
Stig, what's that list on your board behind you? It said dirt, more dirt.
Yeah. Well,
what's that? Is it like a
gasoline, dirt,
That's
more
it, the
dirt,
logo.
cunnilingus, yeah, and more dirt, more dirt.
Is that a shopping list?
Yeah, same shopping list the last 3 weeks.
Oh, so you get your essentials in.
Yeah.
It is lockdown.
Yeah,
precisely. Yeah, yep. And bloody
Other
Tesco's
people holding-
/
other people-
Walmart / anything else is rubbish.
So other people holding toilet rolls, you're holding dirt. Is that what we see?
Yeah, it's the new toilet roll.
Okay.
Have you tried it?
He's going to open his own garden centre.
Don't. It's a rubbish alternative.
In fact, there is an interesting thing. So Stig,
Yes.
is there a story about you and dirt or something in LA airport? Would you like to
Yes, there is. It wasn't
Guys,
dirt, it
listen
was-
to this one. This is brilliant.
Oh, this was sand.
Yeah,
This
would
the
you like
sand
to
one.
explain?
Yeah,
Close enough.
I have two offspring, both of which required me to bring back bottles of LA sand in Coke bottles, so which I duly did. But I was a bit overweight carrying all my camera gear because it's always carries shed loads of weight. So my good friend Mr. Skellywag, who is gotcha over there, volunteered to carry it for me. But he didn't this time, but he carried it the next time. But this time I got stopped because the sand set off the bloody alarms. And they said, "Oh, it's that bloody Captain Jack Sparrow thing." I thought, "What the?
I got a jar of dirt.
Sparrow? What?" Yeah. So apparently, Dockweiler Beach sand sets off Homeland Security alarms.
There's a lot
Who'd
of
have
metal in
known?
it. There's a lot of metal in it.
Yeah,
I did
well,
get
there's-
stopped the following year with your pumpkin spice.
Yeah, sorry, that's where I was going. Yeah. Then the next year, I took back some Yankee Candle pumpkin candles, and that time Skelly did volunteer to carry them for me, and he got
And
stopped, and I didn't.
And I had to do the Dune quote so many times. He who controls the spice controls the universe.
As I said,
Sorry.
it's like this for every gig. Everywhere we go, there's just chaos and trouble. So,
Jars of dirt.
Skelly, what's not hot for you, sir?
Okay, let me just consult the list a minute. Okay, a few things this week. Short selling stocks on the stock market. Not very hot this week.
GameStop.
Not very hot.
Screw
Also-
the hedge fund managers. Going
Also-
down, going down, going down, going down, going
I'll mute him.
down.
Yeah, he's muted.
He's got a jar of dirt. Also, sea shanties. Getting bored of sea
Going
shanties. They're-
down.
You know what's that trigger in Vietnam?
Unless you've actually been press ganged in the 18th century or whatever, and you're actually in the British Navy, let's keep the sea shanties at sea. We're a little bit bored of sea shanties now. And I've got J-meter load tests from the week I've had at work because they consume a lot of VM resources, and it just makes a lot more work for me. So not very hot this week.
Not very hot. Well,
Not
and
very
there
hot.
you are. So I think people are still posting. So Skelly, who's still on mute, if you could have a look through those and see who's going to post up and what they believe is not hot. So crazy stuff. Have we got everybody going?
Wow.
June toys.
It is. It's crazy. So we are waiting to hear when we are we'll be able to start going again with festivals, etc.
Can't get your sandworm out on the telly.
What was that? What was
He
that?
got his sandworm out. Shai Hulud. May his
Oh, it
passing cleanse the world.
I must admit the Dune film does.
Muad'Dib has called a big one.
So
Muad'Dib
the
has got
Mighty
a big
West.
one.
Oh,
So the Mighty
Hey,
West.
bloody
Are
hell,
you-
fire.
Are you in your tattoo shop at the moment? Can
Yes,
you
I
show
am.
us what's behind you, sir?
Oh, all my Wasteland weekend posters.
Nice.
Wow.
Right, a beer.
What was your first year at Wasteland Weekend?
215.
250. I think that was our first
It
year.
was
as well.
I've been 5 times so far. Sorry?
We were 2016.
Oh, 16. Oh, it was ours. Yeah.
Hmm.
So how long
So
does
yeah,
it?
looking forward to it.
Definitely. What gave you? Had you ever been over to LA before the festival? Because it's a long way from Australia.
right. Oh no! Look, I've been to LA back in '97, but I mean, I'd met Tank for the first time at one of the Silverton Collective events, and he was pushing, like, "Oh, you got to go, you got to go, you got to go." So just trying to gather all your bits and pieces together and get shit organized and get over there, and now I never want to miss it again. It's absolutely just burnt into my brain.
It does take over your life, doesn't it? It is amazing place, absolutely amazing. So, Whisper. So, when was your first Wasteland?
My first Wasteland was 2017. At a previous Minnesota convention, I had cosplayed as the Doof Warrior and met up with another war boy, and we hit it off as friends, and we heard about Wasteland and slowly convinced each other that we should go out there, and then we found out about the war boy tribe, and volunteered for that, shaved my head, and said, let's go.
Do you shave your head every year when you go over?
I do. I have it. This is what happens when I don't have Wasteland, because my hair just grows out. No reason to shave it. So
Frozen braids.
Yeah, I wish. No, this was just this is the only reason I like growing my hair out is braids.
So over to Hammer. So Hammer, what do you reckon is going to be your next festival back?
I was hoping to go to Amphi with you.
Yeah.
And see you over in Germany, but that's I haven't heard. I'm guessing that one's gone now. So probably be Asylum if you're doing it again this year.
Yeah.
Well, if Asylum's on.
If Asylum's on. Yeah, because at the moment, for people out there, the UK is in current lockdown, complete lockdown at the moment. So I think the only time we're going to be able to be allowed back out to play is once everybody gets vaccinated.
Hey, if you're not aware, if the news hasn't reported it, Australia is COVID free.
Oh, you devils. So you've got nice weather and no COVID.
Yeah, and it's on, and we're all heading down the beach, and life's pretty much back to normal here. It's pretty good. I mean, there are a handful of cases in quarantine, in hotel quarantine, but it was quite a nice little news thing this morning. It's like Australia, all the border restrictions are being lifted, and as of tonight, at midnight tonight, every state can visit every other state without quarantining.
Oh,
don't rub it in.
Cool. Yeah. Jealous.
So,
we're miles away from that, I think. Yeah.
It helps that we're in the middle of nowhere. It really does.
Yeah. So Dave, what do you reckon is going to be your first one back?
I don't know. Well, they're talking about a small Asylum thing, aren't they? I think. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Thought Bubble probably, which is a big Comic Con, back in the kind of sort of October, November time, maybe. But I think they're using the venue for that for one of these Nightingale hospitals. So I don't know.
Because also at some point as well, we've been asked to go over with the comic over to some of the big American Comic Cons, but whenever they are. So we'll be over to America a lot more. I think we've got a West Coast and East Coast tour planned at some point, and also our first ever Australian tour next year. When I say Australia tour, it's only one gig, but yeah,
but it's the biggest one so far.
Yeah, we could play multiple nights in the same place. Yeah, it's all counts, doesn't it?
Actually, you really should do a gig at the pub. That would be so adorable.
Yes.
Or just go to the pub.
Or just go to the pub.
Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Trucks, old vintage trucks. Back to back with a stage built between them. It's an awesome little thing. So you can do an acoustic set.
That would be interesting with an electronic band. It'd be like.
We'll get complaints from the neighbours about the noise.
Well, that's true. That's true.
That's true. That'd be a rarity.
Oh, the Mighty West, can you help us when we do come over to Australia to help us rent the world's biggest snow cannon? Because we brought the snow to the Mojave Desert. We were the first band in history to do that.
We'll see if we can find one for you.
We want to do it in Australia. We want to be the first band at the Mad Max 2 compound to bring a snow cannon to Australia.
Can we have it adapted into like a gyrocopter like the Sky Captains?
That'd be cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Can it play the Airwolf theme?
Drop stakes on you.
We need to get Bruce on the show. I want to get Bruce on the show.
Bruce might be going to that festival because I was talking to Mr. Minty, and he was on about trying to bring Bruce to it. That was before all the COVID thing, but hopefully. So big over to Freak Bear. Freak Bear, what's your next thing that you are excited by? Don't you do a horror scare thing? Is that your
I do. The last 2 years I've been working for Thorpe Park at Halloween to their attractions. Don't know about this year yet, but festival-wise, hopefully Road to Ruin or Asylum.
Awesome. So how long have you been doing that scare thing? What is it, by the way?
I am a part-time scare actor, so basically I hide and jump out on people and go boo.
Oh,
With the
I do that down my neck of the woods, and I always get in trouble.
Did you ever go dressed as Freak Bear into the place and then get changed into your horror gear?
I've done it once.
I mean that would be awesome. It'd be like but they go, but Freak Bear, your costume's miles better than ours. You just want to wear your normal gear.
This is my normal gear.
Didn't know what hit them.
Awesome. Do you ever wear the Freak Bear out to clubs or before the lockdown?
No. The only time it goes was any festivals and the Mars Bar at Worcester.
That is brilliant. So the Mars Bar at Worcester, that's our local sort of town's venue, and it's just chaos, isn't it? It's yeah. I don't know how to explain it. How would you explain it, Freak Bear and Hammer? Because you've both been there, I think.
A very small stage.
Small stage and messy. Yeah.
But we got told off for smoke machines. The beer's nice. We got told off for snow machines there as well.
Yeah,
that was me and Big T.
So Hammer always commandeers the biggest snow cannon, and then we sort of cover the crowd, and then we can charge the venue for cleaning because it's like foam. So we clean all the floors and the carpet. It's just an extra income, really, which is good. Big T. So obviously you're a massive fan of your fetish rubber room. So what's your next? What's your? Hopefully your. What's your next? Oh, also, what's your rabbit called, by the way? Which is awesome.
That's Little B.
That's Little B.
Yeah,
brilliant. And you've got your buggy behind. So what's your buggy, by the way?
The buggy's Little B.
Little B too.
as well.
I'm sensing a certain sort of theme running through all this.
It is awesome. So what is your next festival, Big T? What are you hoping for if we are allowed out?
Well, I'm hoping for a V2A gig at some point. Come along and cause chaos with you guys.
I think we will go because we've not been able to do a gig for about a year and a bit now. We're going to go mental. We are normally quite out there with gigs. We just get that excited and run around like crazy people, but we're just gonna. It's going to be even more. That's all I can say. We've been building some stuff. Big shout out to Dark Dean. We've been building a load of new props. We've got an even bigger, madder show. And Tony's gone back to the rubber room, so he's just
had an invitation he can't turn down.
We've lost Wales.
Bring Little B.
So a quick one, just as we're sort of coming nearer to the end. So we were doing our fact or fict, but we didn't have our guests do one. So what it is, guys, you can say a fact or a fiction. You can make something up about yourself, and the online audience are going to vote whether you are telling the truth or telling a lie. So first of all, here's the jingle. And then it just stops, which is
what a tune.
So first of all, so we've all done one. So Whisper, over to you, a fact or a fiction.
Okay.
Drop her in it. Why don't you?
Right, yeah. I once went on a nature walk with the first woman to row across the Atlantic Ocean from the UK to the US.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a tricky one.
That's actually good compared to ours, isn't it? Who have we got next? We have Steve, the Mighty Wes.
I tattooed a cock.
What with a cock?
You did what with your cock?
I tattooed a cock.
What, a chicken?
Was it erect?
I think this is lost in translation. Can you say that again? You didn't
Is
say
it called
it.
Little B?
I tattooed a penis.
Oh, right.
Oh,
What?
Onto what?
You tattooed Donald Trump? Is that a bit political? Will we get kicked off YouTube for this?
I think we will. I think we
Banned
will.
from Twitter now.
That was very, very good. I thought you said that, but I was like, he couldn't have said that. He couldn't have said that.
Do you mean you tattooed a penis onto something, or you tattooed something onto a penis? Was it a penis onto a penis? Was it meta?
Well, it's all about context, isn't it?
It's all
Oh,
about
yeah,
context.
that helps.
Oh, okay, so
Or latex?
So, please, everybody, vote if that was a fact or fiction. The internet is going wild with that one.
We've done Whisper, we've done Wes. Go on, who's next?
We are good. We've already got Wordsmith. We've got now over to Freak Bear. A fact or a fiction, please, sir?
Okay, I had a part-time job in the UK's only Laurel and Hardy museum.
You can have a Laurel and Hardy museum.
Of
Oh, that's
course.
the question.
Maybe. Well, Laura was
Is it a fact or is it a fict?
Fact or a fict?
Fact or a fict? Fact or a fact?
Go with it. I'll go with it. Laura was English, wasn't he?
Yeah, I must admit. We'll try and work out what everybody else thinks of that. I really don't know about that one. So, and now over to Mr. Kinky himself, Big T.
I've met the Queen of England.
Oh,
brilliant!
That Ginny Lemon.
Ginny Lemon.
Yep.
A quick shout out. If you ever see, there is a show called RuPaul's UK Drag Show.
Drag Race.
Drag Race, thank you. And
Kev's in it.
And no, season 2, our friend from Sunny Worcester, Ginny Lemon, is in it, and he's not been knocked out so far. So he's done about three rounds and not in. So round of applause for Ginny. We'll try and get Ginny on sometime, which would be awesome. One of our guests coming up soon, we've got Iota. And when Iota does come on, we are going to get Whisper on as one of our guests as well.
Yes.
She is the biggest fan, and she can.
Oh my gosh, that would be my dream. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But it's not our fault that the arse can't get his bum in gear. Sorry about that.
Let me know the dates. I will make
It'd
sure.
be brilliant when you get him on. Yeah.
I will let you know the dates. Also, the Mighty Wares. If you could have a chat with Aid, and we would do a special follow-up show, an Australia special with you and some of your guys. And we could talk about the festival, etc. So if you'd like to,
no worries. Linda's coming for another tattoo next week, so we'll have a chat about that. Yeah.
What tattoo is she having?
I'm doing a cover-up for her. She's got a tiger from like 20 years ago that she got done in Yorkshire. And we're getting rid of that and replacing it with Nightmare Before Christmas.
That is an impressive cover-up.
Oh, it looks amazing. I'm really stoked with it. It's we're doing a bit of an extension to the piece. So I'm really proud of it. It's cool.
Wow, awesome. So okay, then let's fact or fict. Over to we'll go to Skelly first, and Stig can tell us what the audience thinks. So Skelly, first of all, what was your fact or fict?
I have to remember now. Oh yeah, it was I've met internet legend Techno Viking.
And Stig, what did the audience think?
The entire internet and Elon Musk think yes, you did.
True, it is a fact. It was in Steamy Night in Paris.
Oh, I saw that film. That's brilliant.
It's all right, isn't it?
That was a very good one. And over to you then, Stig. So what was your fact or fict first?
Well, me? Oh, that I can't remember now. What was it?
It was something about a first ever gig.
I was at the Led Zeppelin first ever gig in 1968. No, it was in fact a complete lie, of which the internet was wrong. However, I was at the last ever gig at London's O2 Arena, which was fucking brilliant.
You weren't even born in 1968.
Unfortunately, I was, yeah. Well, unfortunately, because I lived through some of the best music and best films and best times ever. Because if I hadn't lived through that, I wouldn't be able to drive, and I couldn't have gone to all the punk gigs and stuff I went to. However, I did go and see Led Zeppelin at
YouTube.
At the best ever gig of all time.
In fact, there's
on one.
So it's a no, but it's a yes.
There's a
yes, but a no.
funny story about that gig actually. So I was
What's Celebration Day?
I was a paintball marshal at one of these sites just for fun because I play paintball a lot, and Robert Plant was there. So I've known Robert Plant quite well because he lives not too far.
Percy.
But he invited me to their last ever gig, the Led Zeppelin reunion thing, and I went, "Nah, I'm all right, thanks, mate." I'm not a fan. Nah, I'm all right, mate. I'm really.
Yeah, but you should never turn down the chance of going to a gig.
Yeah, but I had to go all the way.
Because you never know.
Never know, it might be your last for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was my claim to fame. I said, nah, no thanks. So over to you, Wordsmith.
Well, I saw them.
What was your fact or fict first, sir?
My fact or fiction was that I often get confused for Miles Jump, and nowadays I don't bother trying to persuade people that I'm not. I just take a selfie with them and then move on.
So first of all, Stig, what did the audience say? What did the internet say?
Yep, they reckon you are Miles Jupp, and that they've no idea who the fuck Dave is anyway.
Who is Miles Jupp?
Who is he?
It is true.
Well, he presents Radio 4's. We did present Radio 4's news quiz show, and apparently he's a really good comic publisher as well. And there's nobody called Dave West at all.
Public if he's on the radio.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, how do they know you?
Smoke
look like
and mirrors.
It's on the radio. It's on things like it was Archie and Balamory.
What's the story of Balamory? Wouldn't you like to know?
And for those of us that don't watch kids' TV,
everyone watches kids' TV. No one's doing any work ever. We're all watching kids' TV for each day.
So when you go to these pubs, do you have to wear a waistcoat and look like a children's TV presenter to get free drinks?
I wear a kilt, yeah, and a pink jumper. Yeah.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Is that it, Drone? Then basically, a kids presenter, you wear a waistcoat. Job done.
Sounds about right to me. It's very, very odd. So
well, everyone thought that. The interweb thinks that Dave, what is in fact Giles Mupp.
Miles Jupp, yeah.
And him.
We're going to have to Stig. Later on we'll have to try and get a photo and put that up just to work out who this guy is. So over to Hammer, Mr. Hammer. What was your fact or fiction, sir?
You didn't ask me.
Didn't I? Yeah, because you cut off, didn't you? So what is your fact or fiction?
I once poured a gin and tonic for Terry Pratchett.
Ooh.
We'll come back to that one.
I've heard of Terry Pratchett.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, that's
right.
actually...
Interweb, vote on that one. So the godfather of the disc world, did our friend Hammer here pour G&T for him once?
So
not twice, once.
Over to Whisper, what was your fact or fict?
Mine was that I went on a nature walk with the first woman who rode across the Atlantic from the UK to the US.
Wow, that sounds really good. So, Stig, what did the crowd think?
The interweb agrees with you. You did, in fact, swim across the Atlantic with a G&T in your hand.
What does everybody else on the show? The Mighty Wares, Freak Bear. What does everybody else think? Fact or fiction?
I believe her.
Yeah.
That's plausible.
You have a believable face. Yes. Yeah. Whisper would always.
If anybody else, I go, fuck off.
Is it fact or fict?
Unfortunately, it was fiction.
Oh, you lied to us. You lied.
I wanted to go on a walk with her. I was at school at the time, unfortunately, but my dad got to go.
Oh, wow.
But after that, I got to. She visited our house, so I mean, I got to meet her then.
That counts as nature if you walk around the
road.
road.
Drone, can we get Whisper's dad on next time, please?
Yes, Whisper's dad.
She's just not good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we have the Mighty Wes. So Mighty Wes, who had probably one of the most intriguing ones ever. What was your fact or fiction, sir?
That I tattooed a penis.
Nah.
Context.
Stig. Well, he's not going to give us any context. Stig, what did the audience think?
They were confused. The audience is very confused. We went from two people wanted to actually put an order in for said tattooing, and the rest thought it was a falsification. What is the truth? Fact or fict?
It's a fact.
Oh my god!
So the two out there can actually get their
Would you
phallic
like
tattoo.
Would you like to explain a bit more, please? The mighty.
No, would you like to expand
What you
on
gotta
that?
do
Would
is
you like to
kind of
expand
grab
on
it,
that?
run it over their knuckles and grab the head and pull it over so you get a nice tight skin.
Oh,
And, the word rose.
Yeah, the word
Tattoo.
rose.
Rose tattoo.
I'd have gone with a sandworm.
Yeah. It was actually, and he was actually dressed as Iron Barbassi at the time.
Oh my god!
Or I'd get my name as a killing word.
I'd have that. I'd have that town in Wales tattooed on mine. You know.
What,
Cardiff.
Saskatchewan? It says Swan. No, it says Saskatchewan.
So the mighty Wes, were you friends with him before that?
Oh, we're close friends now.
Oh, but you are.
Very close.
Christmas cards and stuff.
What, closer than you were before?
Yeah, there's a bond.
Did you have to tell the guy he couldn't have too many letters? Yeah, think of a smaller word, mate. Think of a smaller word.
It was adequate amount of space. It stretched out very.
He wanted rosemary, but he got rose on.
Just a quick question before we go to Freak Bear. Have you got any other really bad stories from tattooing? There must be. What's the worst thing that's ever happened?
Actually, the studio I worked at was pretty decent, so we didn't get difficult clients. Although I did have one maniac that was trying to, in the middle of his tattoo, renegotiate how much he wanted to pay for it.
Oh, no!
That was a learning experience.
Was he a hedge fund manager?
But when you slip,
Yeah, and the thing is, he was a fucking little rich bastard, but he was just just what a
Oh,
dick.
I know him. Is that the guy they call Split Dick? Now.
Oh dear, this is going really wrong. So over to Freak Bear. So Freak Bear, sir, what was your fact or fict?
So my fact or fict was I had a part-time job in the UK's Laurel and Hardy Museum.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, Stig, what did the audience think?
The audience are quite impressed with that and seem to think that it might be a truism.
Everybody here, all our guests, what does everybody think? That's a thumbs up for Dave. I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say bollocks.
Bollocks.
Well, I mean, I think it's true, but I just want to say bollocks.
Okay, so that's about 50-50 from the order from us and the audience. What did the audience say, Stig?
They said double bollocks. No, they said yes.
They said yes. So
They
Freak
usually
Bear,
come in twos.
is that a fact or a fict?
It is a fact.
Yes.
Ooh.
There you go. There's your series in the button.
Could
Job
you give
done.
us a bit more information on that?
So it is a small museum in the town of Ulverston in the northwest of England, where I lived for 18 years. And when I was 16, I had a tattoo job there.
Oh my god!
Would that be because a certain Stan Laurel was born quite close to there?
He was born in Ulverston.
Oh, no way! How did I know that?
Local knowledge.
I thought they were
Exactly.
both
Well, no, I
American.
married a local knowledge, but that's in the past.
Oh wow! Awesome. That is amazing. So over to the mighty T. So first of all, Big T, what was your fact or fict?
What did I ask? I've met the Queen of England.
You did.
Ginny Lemon.
Okay, so Stig, first of all, what did the audience think?
Yep. Well, they think that they're not quite so big T now because he's obviously sweltering under the spotlights. Did in fact meet Liz Lemon. Yeah.
So
it is a fact.
It is a fact. Oh!
Royalty.
Did you say hello?
Not quite. Long time ago. Long time ago, I was in Scouts and Venture Scouts, and the highest award you get is called the Queen Scout Award. And if you get that, you are eligible to go on parade at Windsor Castle.
Oh.
And a member of the royal family does a inspection of the parade, and it happened to be Lizzie herself that particular year.
Brenda.
And I was actually on the inner edge, so basically she actually stopped next to me and talked to a friend of mine who was stood next to me for about a minute.
Oh my God!
What
Wow.
did you say? Why has that bloke got a diver's helmet on his head?
Yes, she did indeed.
I'm just glad it wasn't at one of your parties. One of your
Well,
famous
that's
parties.
Brilliant. That's brilliant, Tony.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So I think
I don't care what the internet said on that because it's a rock on good story.
so
Thanks,
for
Tony.
me, mine was my fact or fiction is I
Black
am
belt.
a black belt at Taekwondo. What did
Yeah,
the
well, and the interweb,
Probably are.
weirdly enough, they actually think, no.
they think no?
It's
Everybody
a
else
close
goes,
no, but
yes,
it's a no.
Yes.
It's origami.
Origami.
I'd say
origami.
yes.
Is that a yes or a no, guys? What do you think?
Yes.
Bollocks.
It's a yes from Dave. That's a bollock from Skelly. Hammer says yes. Freak Bear says yes.
Belt.
The Mighty Wes is contemplating life. Is that a yes or a no, Mike? That's a no. Big T?
Yes.
Yes. And
Brown pants.
the truth is, I am actually a black belt at Taekwondo, so I feel really. Yay! I feel Taekwondo is a Korean martial art, so I feel really sorry for my Taekwondo instructor because I must have been a bloody nightmare as a student. I'm enthusiastic. That's all I could say. And
Were you doing jazz hands like you do in the studio?
jazz hands and
Wax on, wax
causing
off.
chaos. Over to the mighty Hammer. Where's Hammer? Here's Hammer. So Hammer,
Yep.
what was your fact or fiction, sir?
That I once poured a gin and tonic for Terry Pratchett.
Was it over him?
Stig, what did the audience think?
Ah, that's a very good. This is a late one to the party. Well, there's a lot of love for Mr. Pratchett, naturally, as one would expect from anybody with any small amount of insanity. So it's a very hopeful. We believe it's true because they like the look of you, and they love Lenny Pratchett. They love Lenny Pratchett. They really like.
Okay, so our guests tonight, what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Yeah.
It better have be.
Yeah.
Or there'll be trouble.
It better have be. So, Hammer, Mr. Hammer time, was it a fact or a fict?
It was a fact.
Yes!
Did he enjoy it?
I believe so.
That's good. That's good.
Well, it didn't kill him.
was.
Oh
no, it was at a small convention when I was about 16.
Was it a house double? What kind of gin does he drink?
I can't remember now, but I think it was definitely a double. It was like the middle of the summer in a gazebo.
Yeah.
Oh.
In a gazebo.
Did he ask for a double or did you have to upsell him?
I asked how much spirits he wanted because he had about a 4-hour book signing afterwards.
He didn't say, I'll say when, and not say when.
I'll say when. I'll come
That's
back
an
on
old
that
sailor
one.
trick.
Crazy.
You say two fingers.
So just before we go, a massive thank you to everybody who supported the graphic novel. We have just 3 days left. Most of you guys on the panel are in the comic or in book 2. So yay, exciting times. So just before we go, any words? Let's start off with Wordsmith and do our guest first. So any words to your adoring public, sir?
No, just a thank you. Just echo your thanks, really. Thanks for backing the comic. We've enjoyed making it, and I hope you enjoy reading it.
And thank you so much, Dave, for being a part of this and putting up with the V2A craziness. You are a true gentleman, and you are actually really awesome at writing. So thank you so much for being involved in this. And this is just the start of great things, hopefully. So
I'll have a costume on.
Awesome.
Yeah, but not the Miles Jupp costume, please. Not again.
Well, Palamori, it's coming back.
Leave the waistcoat.
Palamori, wouldn't you like to know?
So Hammer, any last words to your adoring fans?
No, just keep on getting on, keep looking after each other.
That's fair dues.
Always sensible. And if you are at one of our UK gigs, don't stand in front of Hammer when he grabs the snow cannon because you will
You'll get doused.
You will get doused. We will
Or in
find
front of
some
a drone
photos.
with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, all me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Whisper, any words to your adoring fans?
Just stay safe, y'all, and I hope to see you all again very soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, Whisper. It's always a pleasure. Over to the mighty Wes. You are our favourite. You know that. Who else tattoos?
Well, look, just everybody be safe. Rest of the world, look after yourself, and just take it easy. Just do what you're meant to do.
And also, just a massive thank you from the graphic novel for all your help on help us with all the sort of initial designs for all the bad guys, etc. And you're an absolute star. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. No worries.
Real gentleman, and thank you. So over to Freak Bear.
Stay safe, everybody, and wear a mask.
Awesome. Yes. and a condom.
Oh, yeah, definitely a condom.
And a condom.
One or the other, depending on what you've got.
So also, there's a lot of love for Freak Bear on the message board. So we are hoping to get Freak Bear over to the US, Australia, and Europe. So
anywhere but here.
Anywhere but the UK.
These four walls.
So thank you so much, guys. And then back over to Big T.
Well, big thank you and shout out to you guys in the band for keeping us all entertained all last year and into this year. You know, this show really keeps us sane. And, you know, I'm just looking forward to meeting all the fans out there when we actually get back out there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tony, and everybody at the gigs. If you see Tony sat there with all the merch or whatever, please go over and have a chat. He's an awesome guy, and he is highly entertaining to talk to. He is a true gentleman. So, Stig?
What? Why? Me? Well, I just want to say to Whisper, right, you and me and Skelly, we're going to play darts or whatever that bar is that has a dartboard at Wasteland.
180.
Thank you very much indeed, because you've got the voice there, Skelly. Yeah, so shout out to, well, it's a shout out, it's a narrow shout out to Whisper, because, love you, guy.
Awesome. Over to the mighty Skelly.
I just want to say there are V2A dart flights that are available as a limited run as well.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Do you want to explain to everybody when you gave Dolph Lundgren some?
Yes, it's a very simple story.
Dolph
Dolph Lundgren was sat there, and well, not there, but wherever we were, because obviously not these same four walls that I've seen for the last year. We were in a green room, a different green room. And I handed him some dart flights. He looked very confused, handed him to his minder. But I also gave a set to Mr. Casper Van Dien. He loved them, said they were awesome, put them straight in the middle pocket, the inner pocket. So Casper Van Dien has a set as well.
I think Dolph thought they were some sort of like crisps or chips, and he was like, in his mind,
he was about to eat them. He just finished his big plate of cheese.
A big good night to everybody online, and I think it's just myself now. So thank you guys for everybody's support. Love you all. It's great fun coming on here every Saturday night and talking to you all. Massive thank you to all of the cult of V2A. So this is the first 4, and I will go down the list and then start contacting the next 4 for 2 weeks' time. And the mighty Wes, we'll do a special Australian special with you and Adi and Linda, and maybe some of the other builders if you want.
Yeah, we'll bring you all up to date.
Brilliant, and give us an update on that. That'd be amazing. So
I didn't get to say my good night. I just talked about darts.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, everybody. We've overshot the 1 hour just a little bit by another hour.
Can I just have a vote not to have the logo? Or not be in this, in this, because I think it's a bit unfair.
Going to make a logo next week.
A lot of trouble of decorating my room, I
need
end
to-
up with this
logo.
fucking
I need
flying
to- I
Viking.
need to stretch the logo actually. So thank you guys for all of us. Hold on, let me take a screenshot. I'm going to take a photo because this is awesome. So
Right.
massive thank you
I'm
to all
not
our guests.
fingers, everybody. Come on. Give us the bird. Wait till he's finished. And he can't use it.
Awesome. Yay! Awesome, guys. And let's finish as we've started with the Freak Show Live filmed at last Wasteland weekend. We love you all and see you next week.
Bye.